not limited to one graph, so you could add a bunch of different graphs that would show you this, the performance of these two groups across these attributes. And here we have the, we're looking at group 1 and group 2 across regions for across time, so 2009 to 2011. I'm going to show you, I'm going to highlight another way to use comparative analysis. I'm going to unselect my selection, and then I go to cell overlap. So here we're looking at, we're using comparative analysis in a slightly different manner. Here we're looking at the overlap, so this is called a Venn diagram, and we're looking at the overlap of invoices for these two groups, so group 1 and group 2. So group 1 are fresh vegetables, and group 2 is fresh fruit. Here you see the overlap. There's a fairly important overlap here in invoices. So what this tells me is that consumers that buy fresh vegetables tend to also buy fresh fruit at the same time, but only to a certain extent. Right? There is a bit of an overlap, but it's not a huge one. And then what I can do is, well, let's see if this trend is the same for different regions. So let's take a look at the Nordic region, and I can see that the trend remains. I'm going to look at the USA, and wow, this is you see the huge difference here for USA compared to the Nordic region. They simply do not overlap. So it seems that consumers in the US are buying vegetables, but they're not buying fruits at the same time or on the same invoice. So that's very indicative to me as a leader. So this is using the example of a particular industry, but you can use this feature of QlikView 11 in different settings. So if you're, for instance, in the